we want to focus on pipeline that drives revenue growth. And leading up to that, you put into the same sentence the importance of customer experience and creating value. McKinsey did a study a couple of years ago. They interviewed over 400 highly profitable companies, largest return on shareholder value. And they determined that CX was the number one differentiator in the market today, right? Creating this frictionless, seamless customer experience is not a throwaway line.
100%.
CX is at the top of the heap in terms of how we create value and therefore then how we grow our businesses, right? So this whole thing is about redefining how we create value and how the data and the AI and the agents, the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. You can have the best agents, the best AI tools, right? The best feature set AI, agentic AI, but if it doesn't have the right data, it doesn't know what to do. I just want to underscore this whole section of what we were talking about here, right? Data, important. All right, I'd like to move on. So you talk about intelligence at scale and agents as the multipliers and agents as thinking about them more and more as team members, which brings up all the fears of everybody, right? That you're going to be replacing team members. But you talked early on about human in the loop, agents, multipliers, team members, your point of view.
When you think about this responsibility or the concern that people have about AI, I look at it. I have never had a marketing team who doesn't have more to do than they can get done. There's always those guilty things that you're just not getting done. We see a lot in our space, for instance, on the accessibility. If you're running a digital strategy on the accessibility side of it, everyone wants to make sure that they have highly digitally accessible content, their website, their mobile apps, their forms, however people are buying things from you, their PDFs, to make sure that they are super friendly and usable by everyone. But if you're not required by compliance to do that, many companies just have it backburnered. We're going to get to that. It's going to require headcount. I need an accessibility expert to be able to do this for me. In today's world, you don't. That's one of the beautiful things about AI and specifically agentic AI. Now, you have to have that expert because AI can deliver that level of expertise for you. And you can have a content person who can now be working with a solution that uses agentic AI to consume the content that you're already producing and ensure that it is delivered in accessible format. So now you get to up your game, you get to up your performance, you get to do that thing that you'd always backburnered because I'm never going to be able to get a head count that's expert on that. You no longer need that head count. You can get that guilty thing that you were never getting done. Maybe it's something that's very purpose-driven for your company. That's just one example of all those things on our lists that we can never get to, that we can never prioritize. It's a huge opportunity for us to reprioritize and determine what are those things that we really need to do to move fast and how can we get those done with the resources that we have. It's very fun for people to be working, especially people in software marketing, to be working with the newest, most sophisticated tools and solutions that have agents that can deliver things for you really fast. You still have to double check them, make sure that you have the ability to ensure that they are delivering truth, right? Truth and productivity. Those are some of the things that I think are really powerful with agents, is those things that used to be luxuries or that we're never going to be able to get to, that we knew were really important for us to drive performance, we can now get to with the resources we have and run more efficiently.
The idea of the team using, and you're right, we all have a list this long of the things that we want to be proactive at that we never have time to get to. So it's like, hallelujah. The other thing is we all know that high-performing companies have high-performing teams. If AI could help our teams be higher performing and happier. We say it's fun. We've all had that sensation of, dang, I'm really good now that I can use this. That impressed me what I just did there. There's a sense of accomplishment of what we can get done in a day and what we don't have to spend time doing that we don't like to do. We can spend more time doing the things we know we need to do, we like to do, or accountable for. That is the polar opposite of we should be scared of AI and is it going to replace us? And
That's right.
I think that's a really important part of this, that adopting agentic AI agents into our workflows, into our business is really just going to help. I think we're going to probably not have a lot of these conversations a year from now because
it's going to be second nature. The things that you've wasted maybe time on in the past, I think of One of the most transformative things for me, probably in the last 6 months, is just using AI to transcribe my meeting notes and get the actions done so that I can send them out right away.